Is it possible to create 50 meals that perfectly represent each one of our nation's 50 states?
This squid, this stingray.
Well, I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying.
Look at that jellyfish right there.
I'm Taylor Hicks. You may know me as a singer. So why is an entertainer hosting a food show? Simple. I love food. I even own my own barbecue joint. And I love to travel. So I'm hitting the road and eating my way across America, one state at a time. On this episode of State Plate, I will be making my way across a southern state known for its 3 Ps: peanuts, peaches, and pecans. That's right, I'm here in the great state of Georgia, home to a peanut farming president, heirloom grits, and the sweetest onions this side of the Mississippi, and a whole lot more. Stay tuned for a heaping helping of Georgia with all the fixins on State Plate. This is definitely going to be a challenge. I have this empty plate with a silhouette of the state of Georgia I need to fill up with foods that best represent the state. In order to find Georgia's iconic foods, I've enlisted the help of TV icon Marie McCormick. She may be a Hollywood girl, but she loves Southern food just as much as I do. We've split up the state to take the biggest bite possible out of Georgia's incredibly diverse cuisine.
That's right. I'm here in the great state of Georgia.
Georgia's cooking style is a mishmash of influences. Native American foods like corn were mixed with those imported by European settlers. And then all of it was deliciously remixed by African slave cooks. What they ended up with is a style of food that is Southern and perfectly delicious. In the southern part of Georgia, you'll find plenty of peanuts and corn. Along the Atlantic coast, they pull in boatloads of shrimp. In the middle of the state, we'll gather up some farm-fresh produce. And at the top of the peach state, chicken. Lots and lots of chicken. So let's hit the road and load up a plate with the best foods Georgia has to offer. Head to southeast Georgia and you'll pass through acres and acres of highly fertile land, ideal for growing one of the state's most famous snacks, the peanut. One thing I've learned in Georgia, no matter where you drive, you're guaranteed to pass a sign for boiled peanuts. Nearly half the peanuts in America are grown here in Georgia, and this tasty snack has some friends in high places. Jimmy Carter was a local peanut farmer before moving north to the White House. And just like President Carter, the peanut rose from humble beginnings. Brought to America by African slave cooks, plantation owners planted them en masse. The excess harvest was given to slaves, and the communal peanut boil was born. Got my boiled peanuts. Salty, soft, and smooth. Southern edamame, perfect for a road trip. And a perfect first food. On our appetizer plate, a heaping helping of warm boiled peanuts. Next stop, Tybee Island, where fleets of fishing boats cruise a 187-mile-long coastline and catch nearly 2 million pounds of shrimp every year. Say Georgia and shrimp isn't necessarily the first thing that comes to mind, but it should be. The tiny shrimp is Georgia's biggest catch.
Hey, Taylor. Welcome to Tybee Island, Georgia.
It's great to be on Tybee Island. I hadn't been here in a while since my college days, but
Well, we've had a lot of growth since your college years.
it's pretty amazing that shrimp is the #1 fishery in Georgia.
It is. You know, economically, the value is around $10 million a year.
And you can shrimp all year round.
That's right. You can fish right there on the other side of that bridge. Every day you can see shrimp boats just catching a day catch of shrimp.
That sounds like fun.
We have one of our boats coming in right now. This is Captain J.B. Riffle, and he's one of the best there is. They're about to drop a net full of today's catch. So let's get on board and let's see what we got today.
Permission to come aboard?
Taylor, let's go ahead and grab that line, and let's go ahead and open the net.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see what we caught today.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I've never seen so many shrimp in one sitting. Look at that.
Yep, that's her. That's our Georgia white shrimp. That's what, it's the #1 fishery in the state of Georgia. And man, they are great. Great sweet taste. You can eat them fried, saute them.
I'm looking forward to eating one of these things.
And we ought to eat some right now. You first.
Shrimp typically accounts for 80% of the day's catch, but nets don't discriminate.
There's squid, there's stingray. I see even a shark.
You see that
that
shark?
little-
Look at that. You got even a shark in here.
It's a small black-tip reef shark. Until I've done some diving in my time.
Once the net is dropped,
Look at that big old jellyfish right there.
the job of a shrimper becomes that of a sorter.
There's all kinds of different sea life in here, and I guess you have to work pretty quick, right?
You do. You have to work real quick because you really want to make sure you take the quality of the shrimp and you get it iced down as fast as you can. And then obviously you want to separate the bycatch and you want to feed the porpoise.
Oh,
Want to keep those guys happy.
Yeah.
They're your friends.
that's right.
So the shrimp goes in the bucket, and everything else
He likes what you like. He wants a shrimp too.
gets returned to the sea and put to very good use.
It's always good to give back.
Folks in Georgia eat shrimp about every way you can imagine, but the local favorite is simply boiled. Shrimp cocktail boatside doesn't get any fresher than that.
Perfect. Man, this is fantastic.
Man, they are great. Very sweet.
Truly a sweet, decadent. So fresh, and it melts in your mouth.
We call it the filet mignon of the sea.
I call it a must-have on the Georgia state plate. Joining boiled peanuts on our appetizer plate, a juicy and delicious Georgia shrimp cocktail, fresh from the Georgia Sea.
I could sit here all day and do this.
I really could.
Coming up,
Do you think this corn is better than anywhere else?
I know it is. I don't think it.
eating corn Georgia style.
Oh my gosh. I love these. I could live on these.
But first, Georgia is famous for its peaches. But what is the most valuable fruit crop produced in the peach state? Is it watermelon, blueberries, or strawberries? Peaches are one of Georgia's top crops. But what fruit proves to be most valuable? Blueberries are the state's most lucrative fruit crop, worth about $250 million a year for the peach state.
In Georgia, they love their corn. They've been eating it straight off the cob since the state was first settled. But that's not the only way they eat it. Marie McCormick is going to show us how Georgians turn this and into one of the state's most iconic dishes.
Georgia is smack dab in the middle of the grits belt, where 75% of the grits in the U.S. are sold. And as heirloom farmer Glenn Roberts explains, the older the grain, the better the taste.
What you got growing
We
here?
have baby corn. It's brand new. It's just been planted. It's been in the ground about 3 weeks tops.
Hey, and how high will it get?
This will get up to 14, 15 feet tall. Let me go show you how to use this stuff and eat it.
Great. I'm so
Come on.
excited.
The first step to harvesting grits is to sort the kernels, the good old-fashioned way, by hand.
Do you think this corn is better than anywhere else?
I know it is. I don't think it. This corn has been around. It's native, so it came up from the Caribbean onto the Sea Islands. It's thousands of years old, number one. Number two, it extracts flavor. The root system is huge, so it gets great flavor out of the ground.
So there's more flavor in this corn than any other corn?
Totally, and more nutrition. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to make grits now. You want to learn?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, pour it into the hopper.
The hopper.
Yeah, turn it on.
The corn drops from a hopper into a drop chute that feeds the kernels into 2 stone blades that cut the corn into grits.
That's it.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
We are finished milling. So now you get to pull the milling drawer and bring it over here. We're going to make grits and coarse cornmeal.
Okay, just pour it
Just
in.
dump it right in here. Now, hold on to this like this. Make sure this doesn't rock in
Just
here
one
and
side?
move it back and forth. That's it. You're making grits.
I got it.
You notice how the grits are coming to the top,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
This is called hand gravity. It's very, very old. You center everything, and then you scalp this off because
Our
not
grits.
digestible for people. This
Oh.
is perfect grits.
Oh my
Right?
gosh, okay.
Turns out, milling grits is not only simple, it's Mother Nature's version of double-duty cooking.
When we lift this up, you have coarse cornmeal.
Oh my gosh.
Check that. The reason why you can't buy black skillet cornmeal in a store anymore is because you have to do this by hand. The best thing and the last thing to do is to taste the work.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
Oh my gosh. I love these. I could live on these.
You see the little little particles of yellow? That's corn germ, which is where all the flavor and nutrition is. Corn germ's perishable, so you can't get it in a store.
I'm thinking grits just edged out corn on the cob for a place on our Georgia state plate.
A big old helping of Georgia grits with a big old dab of butter. Coming up,
I'm here for one thing and one thing only.
Maureen takes a bite out of a sweet Georgia food, and it's not what you might think.
Can I try this one?
But first, Georgia is blessed with a climate perfect for growing delicious goods. So just how many farms are there in this great state? Is it less than 25,000, between 25 and 40,000, or more than 40,000? Virtually anything can be grown in Georgia, so how many farms are there across the state? Over 42,000 farms operate across the state with around 9.6 million acres in production. The sandy soil, mild winters, and long hot summers make it the perfect place for fruit, veggies, and much, much more. With the help of Maureen McCormick, we're tasting our way across Georgia in search of the best foods the state has to offer. For our next state plate contender, Maureen's off to an Atlanta farmer's market.
Can I try this one?
Where the produce is so tempting, even kids clamor to get their daily dose of fruits and veggies.
It's so sweet, it's unbelievable.
And while this fruit typically gets top billing in these parts, Maureen's checking out something far more modest, but every bit as sweet.
I'm here for one thing and one thing only.
I bet it's the Vidalia onion, is it not?
It's the Vidalia onion.
Ronnie Mathis has been a local farmer for over 30 years.
This is a very, very good onion. It's known statewide, of course, all over the U.S. and other countries, too. They ship them everywhere. They grow in a particular area around Vidalia, Georgia. They have a different taste because of the type of soil.
So there in Vidalia, they have a different soil, which is what?
It's just the different mineral content.
The Vidalia onion is proof that necessity really is the mother of invention, and that it's good to be lucky. Back in the Great Depression, southeast Georgia farmers near the city of Vidalia were desperately seeking a cash crop. A local farmer optimistically planted onions, but instead of the hot, sharp taste he expected, his onion came up sweet as apples. Other farmers followed his lead, and the Vidalia region was born, right along with Georgia's love affair with the sweetest onion on earth.
So I love Vidalia onions. They're one of my favorites because you can literally cut them and eat them raw.
It's probably the most famous of all the sweet onions.
Is it?
And of course, some cities might argue a little bit, but I think by and large, Vidalia is recognized as one of the sweetest, best onions out there.
The Vidalia onion is a true Georgia original, so it's definitely on our plate.
And let's go with the classic. A nice thick slice, brushed with olive oil, and grilled. Now it's time to find a main course.
When it comes to fried chicken, there are as many variations as there are cooks. But Southern fried chicken, and especially Georgia fried chicken, has a very special place in the heart of this state.
Hello.
Maureen is off to a church potluck to find out what all the fuss is about.
Hi, Terry. Hi, Jennifer. I'm Maureen.
Hi, Maureen.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
So it seems like every Georgian family has their own fried chicken recipe.
I think that's true.
Is this your mother's recipe, or?
It is my mother's recipe. So I just rinse off the chicken a little bit, sprinkle it with some salt and pepper, roll it in some flour, put it in half Crisco and half margarine.
Why half and half?
That's a good question. That's what she always did, so that's what I do.
I gotta try it.
Okay.
Yum. So moist.
Georgia's love affair with fried chicken is no accident. The Peach State produces more chicken than any other state in the country, with more than 7 billion pounds per year, with an annual economic impact of over $25 billion. But chicken is far more than an industry. It's a ritual that unites families, both in the moment and through time.
I mean, I love how recipes are passed through generations, and you know, they're just always in your heart.
And though the recipes are simple and fairly similar, variations are always the talk of the town.
My mom would cut up the chicken, soak it in milk for a while.
My mother would soak her chicken salted and peppered in buttermilk overnight.
Rinse the chicken, salt and pepper it, dip it in flour, sometimes once, sometimes 2 or 3 times.
Flour it in a brown paper bag.
She would use Crisco and bacon grease.
Oh, wow. And is it better than this one?
Yes.
Clearly, fried chicken belongs on the Georgia State plate. Their passion for the dish and their chicken production makes this a truly homegrown meal.
Coming up, it's raining food in Georgia. But first, Georgia's official vegetable is the sweet Vidalia onion. But true or false, this onion can only be grown in the city of Vidalia, Georgia. Vidalia onions are Georgia's most famous veggie. But true or false, they can only be grown in the city of Vidalia. False. By law, an elite group of 20 counties around the city can officially market their sweet onions as Vidalias.
Our state plate's filling up. All we're missing is something sweet.
So it's time to hit the road again to find a dessert.
Fortunately, Marine has us covered.
First stop, a region where an ingredient of this state's most delicious treats literally rains down from the sky.
Welcome to Lane's Southern Orchard. We're glad you're here.
So why Georgia for pecans?
Well, Georgia has the perfect combination of climate and soils and rainfall for pecan trees. Pecan trees like a lot of heat and a lot of water, and we get a lot of rain every year. Georgia grows 1/3 of the pecans produced in the United States.
Wow, that's amazing.
Almost 100 million pounds a year.
Georgia wasn't the first state to crack the pecan industry. States like Louisiana and Texas had sprawling orchards in the late 1800s. But then, Georgia got into the game. A century later, the Peach State shelled out the most pecans in the nation.
What is that?
Maureen, that is a pecan shaker. When the pecans are ready to be harvested, we use a shaker to actually shake the trees and drop the nuts down onto the ground. You want to see it run?
I would love to see that.
He'll come up, he'll clamp onto one of the limbs and shake, and the pecans will come raining down.
Oh my God. We can eat these right now?
Absolutely, they don't get any fresher than this.
Oh, I'm so excited. How do we do it?
Well, you can take 2 nuts.
Ooh.
Beautiful Georgia pecan.
Unbelievably fresh and buttery, a pecan straight from the tree is unlike any I've ever eaten. And pecans are my favorite nut.
Pecans have the highest level of antioxidants. So this is the best nut for us to eat, right?
That's very true. That's true. Pecans are the healthiest nut in the world.
How do you guys use pecans here in Georgia?
Any way you want. My favorite's pecan pie.
Which brings us to our first dessert.
This is our very special Lane Southern Orchards pecan pie made with our pecans.
What's not to love about this, right?
It's great. See what I mean?
This is amazing, and it's not too sweet. It's like perfect.
We definitely have to include pecan pie on our plate. Sweet, simple, and deliciously Georgia. But it seems like we are missing a very important Georgia food.
Named the Peach State, Georgia is known for this sweet and enticing summer fruit. And orchards like Pearson Farm grow and sell more than 80 million pounds of fresh peaches every year.
Well, welcome to our farm.
How many trees are here?
We have about 1,500 acres of peaches.
And while this land has been producing peaches since the monks brought them over in 1571, the ability to ship them is what earned Georgia its Peach State nickname.
There was a man in this central Georgia area that developed a way to get peaches to New York. Getting fresh fruit up to the population centers, the industry really took off because Georgia peaches were first and foremost.
Okay, I have to bite this.
All right.
I could live on these. And what is your favorite way?
To eat peaches?
Yeah.
Other than fresh, I really like Pearson Farm peach ice cream, and you've got to come get some. The only
Yes,
place
I
you
do.
can get it is right here.
Let's go here and
Let's
get
go.
your incredible peach ice cream.
Turns out Al's wife, Mary, is famous for turning fresh peaches into frozen ice cream. a simple recipe of sliced peaches churned with cream and a little bit of sugar.
Maureen, this is my wife, Mary. She's making some of her famous Pearson peach ice cream.
Oh, yum. Hi, Mary.
One of the secrets is we put a lot of peaches in our ice cream.
And one reason that it's so good, I mean, the peaches are really good, but when you have a soft ice cream, it doesn't kill the peach oil because you don't have to freeze it as hard. A frozen ice cream, you lose it and you have to add artificial peach flavor.
With all this conversation about peach ice cream, if you don't want something now, you never will. So I think it's time for us to go partake. Does that taste like peaches?
So good.
So I think we have two desserts. Pecan pie with a scoop of peach ice cream. Something for everyone's sweet tooth, and both so true to Georgia.
From traditional roadside fare to Georgia's biggest catch, our appetizer plate has shaped up to include two Georgia favorites, shrimp cocktail and boiled peanuts. For our main course, our plate travels from farm to table.
I love Vidalia onions.
As we pile on buttery grits, grilled Vidalia onion, and southern fried chicken. And no meal is complete without dessert.
So good.
Shaken and stirred. Sweet pecan pie with peach ice cream completes our Georgia State plate. We've put together a delicious and historic state plate that honors the flavors and the folks of this great state, Georgia, using its most important and its most famous foods.